Welcome to the Game Changer Podcast. Your boy Setema Gali. Hey, and today's topic, the most costly $100. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Top of the morning, welcome back. This is the Game Changer Podcast with Setema Gali. You guys better get your minds right and get up and let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing.
What is up, my friends? I'm happy to be with you guys. Thank you so much. With all my heart, thank you for listening to the podcast. Thank you for choosing to be a game changer. Right? What is a game changer? A game changer is a person who impacts everything and anything that you touch. It could be people. It could be environments. A good example today, right? I'm walking after the gym, leg day today. So me and my good friend, right, Nick, we're walking along, and there's a Home Depot by the gym. And we're walking. We come around the corner, and like someone had just left trash, like bottles and trash and garbage in the parking lot. And I'm walking and I'm looking at this and it is bugging me. So what do? Well, me and Nick went and picked up the trash and carried the trash for a quarter mile, then went and put it in the trash can. That's a game changer. Ain't nobody gonna see that. There's no video of us putting it on social. It was just us making a difference. And I appreciate you being a game changer. And if you're not a game changer yet, then choose to be one, because someone is counting on you, or someone is really counting on you to be something for them that they need. All right. So, I'm in the business of changing lives, transforming lives, coaching, speaking. We do fitness and relationships and money and business and all kinds of things. And part of the business is like we have these t-shirts. Look at my t-shirt here, right? Check that out. I have a lot of different t-shirts that we make. I like wearing my own brand t-shirts. Well, one of my businesses, I write a different business that's not the coaching business. We ordered some t-shirts from a new vendor. They wanted to try this person. I'm like, great. They gave the instructions. The flag was supposed to be on the right shoulder. And the person, like with the text message, the emails, it's all clear. Well, the shirts came back and the flag is on the left shoulder. And we're like, hey, this is not right. Well, the reason we put it on the left shoulder is because it's going to, he gave us an excuse. But we agreed that it was the right shoulder. Now, I'm in the business. I've spent enough money doing shirts and bags and swag. I've done a lot. And so I reached out to this gentleman. I said, hey, look, man, you did it wrong. It's not what we agreed on. And he came back at me and said, well, no, this is why. And I'm like, it's our shirt. It's our design. This is what we want. And he came back again and told me, well, this is why we put it on the left sleeve, because it's going to be backwards, blah, 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 blah. I said, look, man, like the order's not right. I'm not trying to not pay you. What can you do for us as a credit or like a discount? Because this is not the order we paid for. And he's like, I'll take 50 cents off of each shirt. 50 cents. It's a big order, right? Not small. So when I looked at the numbers we'd order, it's like $50, right? It's like $50 we're saving. So you make a mistake on my order and then you decide to give me a $50 credit. Why do I bring this up? Well, again, and another one of my businesses on shirts like this, like the order was wrong. It was incorrect. And the owner, total alpha leader, like he's a game changer. He's like, I'm going to make this right to you. I will give you a big credit on your next order. And it was significant. Like he ate the mistake because he believes in long-term relationships. Right? Once you've done business long enough, especially if you do a service, you want repeat customers. I'm always going to order new shirts and hoodies and bags and books and journals. Always. So this guy, right, he's like, well, that's the best that I can do. I'm like, is that really the best? At the end of the day, he gave us $100 credit. $100 credit. I'm like, cool. Okay, cool. That's great. And I'm like, I'll never use this guy again. Why is this so significant? This guy could have been more humble. He could have just admitted his mistake. If he was really listening, I wasn't looking for a discount. I was looking for just some acknowledgement, like, hey, you messed up. You messed up the order. Look at the emails. But he decided to be right. And he decided to give us like kind of a short end of a stick. Cool, I'm going to spend X amount. You want to give me a $100 discount? I'll never use you again. Now, he probably doesn't care. He's probably just the type of business person who does not care. I can tell you right now, if that is your approach in business, you will lose, and you will lose big. See, game changers are people who take care of people. It's not about being right. One of my mentors is like, tell me you can be right or you can get results. I'm like, I want results. So if you take a look at this concept, right? Well, he thought he might have been right and he gave us a $100 discount. I'm going to spend another $250,000 on shirts, bags, swag, hoodies, backdrops. That's what we do. Easily $250,000, $500,000, like probably over the next 10 years, probably $1 million. and he ain't going to see a penny of it. Why? Because he was egotistical and he wanted to be right. Now, what's the lesson here, right? Don't make costly mistakes. There's a costly mistake. He was very short-sighted. So if we take a look at the 4 domains, physical, spiritual, relational, financial, I just happen to have it on my shirt here, physical, spiritual, relational, financial. In the physical domain, right, costly mistakes, you might think that not working, like, again, here's a good example. You would go on vacation and it costs money to go to a gym. It does. Now you can do free workouts in the park. I like a gym. So I invest the money in a gym. I get huge return and huge value. I'm not going to skimp on that, right? I'm not going to go make that mistake. Spiritually, there are costly mistakes that you can make that are very detrimental to you. And spiritually and religiously, for me, I'm part of a church. I believe in God. I believe in prayer. Prayer is powerful. And I know that it's very costly if I let pride get in the way, if I am not sufficiently humble. It's costly if I try to be right. Relationships. I make mistakes with my sons all the time. Like sometimes I'm really short and I got to apologize. And if I'm wrong, I have no problem saying that I'm wrong. Like if you're wrong with your children, please tell them. Just admit, say, I messed up. I was off. I'm sorry. And then hug your kids daily. Tell them you love them. Put your hands on them. Like touch them, hold them, squeeze them. My oldest, he's in band camp right now and it's amazing. I went to give him a hug this morning. Judah was like, dang, Zion's almost as tall as Dad. I'm like, I know. And I'm squeezing my boy and I'm hugging him. He's like just as handsome, getting more muscular. It's amazing. Like, come on, parents, don't make these costly, detrimental mistakes. And of course, financially, right? There's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of things that you can do that are very costly. Not owning up to your mistakes, not admitting when you're wrong, trying to cover up and make excuses. Just admit that you were wrong. Just admit it. And in this case with this gentleman, had he just said, look, man, I really messed up, what would make a difference for you? Had he just come clean like my other vendor, by the way, if you guys you need t-shirts, my guy's the best. I promise you, just shoot us a DM. I will send you his information. He is amazing. Yeah, it's costly. You got to understand, especially if you run a service, right? You get one shot to impress and serve and over-deliver for people. If you take care of those people, they send you referrals. If you take care of those people, like they're raving fans. If you don't take care of those people, well, you cut off a lot of business that you could have had because of your sloppiness or your slothfulness, your lack of attention to detail. I do feel bad for this guy. I have a heart. I'm like, man, we could have sent this guy, he could have been our Las Vegas connection, right? We could have had dudes print shirts and stuff out of Vegas, but instead he chose to not own up to his mistakes. It's very costly. So my friends, take a good look at your life today. Are there any actions or are there any things that you are currently doing right now that you need to change? That may not seem like a big difference to you right now, but it's going to be costly later on. Are there any actions? Are there any behaviors? Even when I think about when it comes to vehicles, you don't want to change your oil at 5,000 or 6,000 miles. I'm a 5,000 mile guy. It's going to cost you later. And I have good friends that have blown head gaskets and busted up engines. Why? Because they don't want to take the time to take care of the car. It's the same thing with the relationship. It's the same thing with your business. It's the same thing with your taxes, your books, your client success record. Same thing with life. So I appreciate you guys listening. I hope this helps and makes a difference for you. Take a good look at your life today and go be a game changer. Until next time, I appreciate you listening. I'm out. Let's go.
Let's go. See, it's more than the game that we changing. We don't do it for the block, do it for the name. Yeah. No, there ain't no stopping it. If you really want it, better rock with it. This is how to be a game changer. Better put your pride down, heavy, get your pen up. Wanna be the greatest, we ain't stopping till we win.